Hello, this is Al Length with Executive Tax Solution, and welcome to Tax Assassin Tax Tips. Hopefully the mic and all our technology will work, but we just want to let you know we are not creators, we are tax people. So if you have any suggestions or complaints, please go ahead and chat with us or leave comments after the broadcast. And so today what I want to do is introduce ourselves. We are with Executive Tax Solution. We're a tax consultancy in Saxe, Texas. And here's a little bit about our broadcast. So we're going to go over a quick story. Basically, I like to open with the news and go over a quick news story that actually came from the Government Accounting Office and talk about the IRS's lack of oversight on tax preparers. Surprise! And then I'm going to show a quick video that we made a month or so ago about the CP504, which is pretty much the most dreaded notice that you could receive from the IRS in regards to back taxes. And then we'll have a Q&A session if anyone's on board. If not, hopefully this will catch on in a week or so. And we'll just end with that. So let's go to our news article here. Okay, so the title of this is above. Basically what's going on here is the Government Accounting Office has said that 52% of taxpayers are getting ripped off. That's 85 million individuals, which is about actually 57% of the taxpayers who use a private preparer are pretty much losing. Paid preparer errors contribute to billions of dollars for claims of refundable tax and have negative consequences for the taxpayers, says this watchdog. Basically, it highlights that unregulated. Now, if you have a tax preparer that isn't prepared to show you their PTIN, which is basically your ID card that allows you to file taxes, then you need to get rid of them. You can request those PTINs, or you can look up the name of someone and go to IRS and look up the PTINs. There's a list for every region in the country and every city in the country that lists people who are legally allowed to prepare taxes. However, anyone can get a PTIN. You just have to pay $35, $40 a year. It used to be free until a couple of years ago, and then register with the IRS. Now, the counter to all of that is that there are, of course, tax attorneys, there are CPAs, and there are enrolled agents like us, all of us who take vigorous exams to become professionals. And if you're going to get your tax work done and you go into one of those retail shops, buyer beware. There are a lot of good places out there, but those places basically keep me in business. I mean, literally 30% of my business comes from mistakes from those retail shops. Another 30% comes from people who do it on their own. So, like I said, buyer beware. Let's read on. Unqualified preparers can make serious errors that you lose out on benefits or subject to audits and penalties. That's the biggest thing, getting audits and penalties. These errors can also lead to billions of dollars of improper payments and reduce the federal revenue. Like they don't get enough of our money. But here are some of the serious things I've faced this last year, and it's kind of been like an epidemic. People go to these retail places and they end up getting nasty grams from the IRS saying, hey, you didn't put your 1099 for Uber Eats or any of those delivery places. And I'm talking about people who make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, even $400,000 a year. Do you think they work for Uber Eats? No, what's going on is their socials are getting compromised. Maybe at those retail places, but I don't know. It's just, I don't want to accuse anyone. I can accuse them of being kind of slovenly in their hiring practices. When we opened up 8 years ago, I went to one of those places just to see how they train. And basically it's once a week meetings for 2 or 3 weeks, and what it used to be, and then you take an exam for them, and then they try to hire you. You have to pay for that class, by the way. Well, I hate to say it, almost everyone in there that I trained with was a bag lady. Literally, these are seasonal people. And my wife and partner, she went the next year for another company, and she actually got hired, and she was horrified because the people she was working with had criminal records. Federal crime records, and they were doing the best they could to steal the little gift cards that those places give out or sell so that you get advance refunds. So all I'm saying is buyer beware. There's those places, some of them are great, some of them are very reputable, but a lot of them are, kind of scary. So let's see, let's scroll down here. The GAO explained that an authority would help reduce mistakes and protect taxpayers. The gist of this article basically is that the IRS wants to have more oversight over tax preparers. They already have it over us, the enrolled agents. They already have it over CPAs, and they already have it over tax lawyers. Now, if you want an argument over which you should hire among the three, that'll be a time for another discussion. I don't want to get in too much hot water. So that's the news for today. And let's move on to our video. And this is about the CP504. And the CP504 is like the third or fourth notice you're going to get in the line when the IRS says you owe them money. So this is something to pay attention to. Every year, over 1.5 million Americans receive a CP504 notice from the IRS. You must ignore it. Others panic, but if you're watching this, you probably already know. It's not just another letter. It's a coded warning. If you can't read the code, you're already behind. The CP504 is officially titled Notice of Intent to Levy and Notice of Your Right to a Hearing. Translation: you're 30 days away from wage garnishment, bank levy, or property seizure. It's not a threat, it's a legal notice, and it's one step away from enforcement. This is not a time to guess, this is a time to decode. So let's walk through the key sections of the CP504, and I'll show you exactly what each part means and why the IRS varies the most dangerous language in plain language, or in plain sight. This is your breakdown, lines 1 through 4. Here's the trap. It includes penalties and interest that may not be accurate. Always verify this number with your transcripts. Part 2, what the IRS wants you to do, basically lines 6 through 10. They give you 3 options. Pay in full, set up a payment plan, request a collection due process hearing, but buried in line 9 is the phrase, failure to respond may result in immediate enforcement. That's the IRS's way of saying, we're not waiting. Part 3, your rights. Those are in lines 11 through 15. This is where they pretend to give you rights. But if you miss the 30-day deadline, those rights disappear. The clock starts the day you sign for the certified letter. Part 4, the enforcement timeline, lines 16 through 20. Look for the phrase, we intend to begin collection activity within 30 days. It's not a threat, it's a countdown, and it's already started. In the next section, we have more hidden language. Now, here's where the IRS doesn't want you to see. Intent to levy does not equal going to levy. Just because they intend to levy doesn't mean it's already happening. It does mean you're on the radar. The window to act closes fast. And there's your final notice, which is not your last chance. This is not your last chance, it's your last legal warning. After this, IRS can move directly to enforcement without further notice. Collection due process does not equal easy out. A CDP hearing sounds like a way out, but if you don't prepare, it's just a delay tactic. The IRS will still move forward if they don't like your offer. If you just got the CP504, here's your checklist. Verify the balance, or your transcripts and confirm the numbers. Track the deadline. Mark the 30-day response date on your calendar. Decode the notice. Go to irsdecoder.com, plug in your notice code, see exactly where you are in the enforcement timeline. Then choose your path. Pay, plan, or fight. But choose wisely. You only get one chance at this stage. And here's why most people fail. It's not because they're dishonest, but because they're disorganized. They don't know the language, they don't know the deadlines, and they don't know the IRS is already calculating their garnishment. But you're not powerless. You must act like a professional. because that's exactly what the IRS expects. So the CP504 is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your fight. And if you know how to read the code, you already have the upper hand. Now, I have some links below, irsdecoder.com and executivetaxsolution.com if you want to hire a pro. Don't guess. Don't panic. Decode. Take control. Okay, so that was the video. And we don't have any visitors today, but that's not surprising. This is, we've posted a week out, but not everyone in the world goes to YouTube looking for tax help. But for those of you who do, tell us what and you find this broadcast, tell us what you think. And I'd stick around for questions, but it doesn't look like anyone has joined us today. But you can always leave comments, and here's all our contact information. If for emergencies, go ahead and give us a call straight away. Our two channels are the IRS Tax Assassin and IRS Tax Liens. Our homepage is executivetaxsolution.com. IRS Decoder is a place where you can take the notice, look at the code on the top right corner, and then go to this website and look it up, and it'll tell you where you are in the process. It'll give you a red light where they're saying, hey, you're in trouble now, a yellow. If you got to take some steps, and green that it's nothing to worry about. Premier Tax Liens has a lot of our blog sites, and we have a new tool called the Tax Assassin app, and that tool will allow you for a monthly fee will allow you to store all the information you're getting from the IRS and get hints and letters and suggestions on how to handle everything yourself. And of course, you'll always have the opportunity to allow us to help you as well. But on that note, this is Alan Lent and Tax Assassin, and we hope to see you next week. Oh yeah, stay tuned on or look for the page postings. We're going to have noon live streams of just 1 minute every Monday through Friday at noon. So anyhow, you have a great day and have a good weekend. And for those of you in Dallas, stay safe because it's pouring out there. Goodbye.